We may have officially entered a new stage of the NFT bear market. Whatever we've experienced before is nothing compared to what we are about to live through over the next 6 to 18 months. I call it the NFT winter. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why I say this, what can we expect to happen over the next couple months, and when do I anticipate this to finally end. Now, if this is the first time we meet, my name is Leon Aboud. I run consulting firm unfungible.xyz. My expert team and I have managed a portfolio of over 50 plus NFT brands, and I make these videos for free because I want to educate the world about the disruptive power of Web3 technology. And my hope is that you build a killer NFT brand and one day partner with us at Unfungible. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably know that we've been in a bear market over the last 12 to 18 months. Now, the reason I say that we've entered a new chapter of this bear market is because for most of the past 12 to 18 months, there were always events happening in the Web3 space that people were looking forward to, that people were anticipating, and things that were keeping the space moving and the space alive. For instance, Q3 2023 were highly anticipated month in the NFT space because this is where we had a couple noticeable drops that were supposed to happen in Web3. In June, we had Ether and the Azuki Elementals, two highly anticipated events, some of which Ether, for example, was in the teasing since 2022. In July, August, we were teased and expecting the DeGods season 3 dropping. And if you've been paying to the NFT space, you've probably noticed that these three events did not get the attention, the traction, and the change in sentiment that the entire Web3 space was looking for. After Ether failed, the space was like, man, these guys messed up. After Azuki Elementals, the whole space went on fear mode. Every floor price was crashing. The whole space looked dim. Azuki, for most of the bear market, was this beam of light, this lighthouse that the Web3 space was looking for guidance. When every floor price was crashing, when every project was failing, Azuki was there seeming like they were building, being the guiding light of the Web3 space. We all know what happened after Azuki Elementals. Sentiment in the whole space went downward. And then came DeGods. If you were on X a couple days before the DeGods season 3 launching, you would have seen thread after thread of people saying why we badly need this launch to work. And if you've been paying attention, season 3 launches did not get the attention and the traction the space was hoping for, and sent DeGods, Utes, and every other blue chip floor price sliding down. So now that the top 3 most highly anticipated projects of Q3 2023 launched and did not get the traction the community was hoping for, what does that leave us with? This leaves us with a pipeline of emptiness. You want to think of NFT drops as a supply chain where it's not like you wake up one day and there's a drop. It's something that gets teased, it's something that gets built, and then it launches. And right now, as we stand, there is nothing in the pipeline that the Web3 space is looking forward to. And I do not anticipate this to change anytime soon, simply because when you have 3 highly anticipated drops in Web3 launching and flopping, I don't think any founder out there is looking at this and is like, this is a perfect time to be launching. No, we are about to enter the slowest, quietest period in the Web3 space. And the reason why I am terrified of this, because it is during these stagnant times that projects and ecosystems really start dying. We've seen projects fail in the past, but what we are about to see is the acceleration of this failure rate. Think about this analogy. Algae thrives on quiet waters, and the reason why algae is dangerous for the ecosystem is because it sucks the nutrients out of the water and it blocks sunlight from reaching the ecosystem under the water. And with this slower and stalest NFT market that we are about to enter, you can expect the same thing to happen. Movement in Web3 is the only thing that keeps the space alive. It keeps liquidity flowing from wallet to wallet. It keeps people excited and anticipating the next thing. But now things are about to get very quiet very soon, and this is where we are about to see a lot of ecosystem and a lot of projects collapsing in front of us. For us to understand when can we expect the NFT winter to end, we should look at the hype cycle that every new innovation goes through. The hype cycle is made up of 5 different stages. The first one is called the technological trigger. The second one is called the peak of inflated experience. The third is the thought of delusionment. Then we have the slope of enlightenment, and finally we have the plateau of productivity. 2021, this is where we had the technological trigger. People started hearing about NFTs for the very first time. Images on the blockchain. Oh my God, this is going to revolutionize the space. Everyone was excited. Everyone was making money. The media was talking about Web3 technology. People were coming in, liquidity was in. This looked like the best time to be alive. This was never going to end. Then we hit the peak of inflated expectations. This you can think of as the peak of the bull market. Euphoria was at the maximum, and what people did not expect to see is phase number 3, which was the throat of delusionment. The very rapid and sudden crash of attention, liquidity, and success in the Web3 space. This you want to think happened right after February. And right now, if you want to position NFT technology on this hype cycle, we are in the middle of the throat of delusionment. This is the bottom of the bottom that we're in. And what comes next is the slope of enlightenment. And you want to think of the slope of enlightenment as a slow and steady evolution of the technology. This is where we start having product market fit. This is where we start seeing the evolution of a proper business model around NFT technology. And every technology you want to think about, whether that was the computer, whether that was the internet, has gone through that exact cycle. You want to think of the 2001 internet bubble was the peak of inflated expectation. And look at the internet today. Today, imagine a world without the internet. I can't even imagine that. And the NFT space is literally experiencing a copy-paste formula of what the internet lives through just 20 years after. And for us to make it through the slope of enlightenment and into the plateau of productivity, this is where we are going to need to start seeing a functional business model around NFT technology. And the reason I'm so confident and so bullish about the future of Web3 is because I know that as we speak, there are thousands of micro experiments happening in the world with different people and different brands trying to find the right product market fit and the right business model for NFT technology. On the Web3 side, we have companies like Bored Ape Yacht Club. You have companies like Azuki that are building products that have started as Web3 native brands and are building products and services for the Web2 space. Bored Ape Yacht Club is leading the Web3 gaming ecosystem. Azuki is leading the IP route, and many other NFT projects are building in their own different niche with, for example, CloneX leading the apparel, Fidgetals, DeGods leading the community experiences. And on the Web2 sides, we have, for example, something not a lot of people know and not a lot of people are exposed to is actually DraftKings. These guys have a thriving NFT ecosystem. And in this tweet recently tweeted out by the CEO of Polygon, DraftKings were the product with the largest volume on any chain. They did more volume than Bored Ape. They did more volume than Polygon, Immutable X, Cardano. Just the DraftKings ecosystem. That is, for example, a giant Web2 brand aiming to find product market fit in the Web2 space. For example, we have McDonald's that is testing a new NFT initiative in Singapore where they are giving 2,000 free NFTs to consumers in Singapore. And what is interesting is that the NFTs are free to claim and they are soul bound to your wallet. So these are not NFTs that you can resell. And according to the press release, McDonald's said that holders of the NFT will have exclusive treats in the near future. So you see, if a company like McDonald's right now in the middle of a bear market is testing a new NFT initiative, it probably means that there is something to that and they are trying to find product market fit. So it's a matter of time until we see these micro experiments happening in Singapore for only 2,000 NFTs get rolled out on a larger and larger and larger scale, all of a sudden until we find ourselves engulfed with NFTs just like we all use the internet today in our daily lives. So I say this again, the next NFT bull market that we are going to see is not one that is going to be fueled by hysteria like we did in 2021, 2022. The next bull market is going to happen when brands see a functional blueprint for using NFTs within their ecosystem, and they are going to be willing to start rolling out these initiatives, investing time, money, and resources into the creation. This is where we are going to see the acceleration of the slope of enlightenment and what a lot of us are going to call the next NFT bull market. My hope is that we start seeing a proper functional business model for Web3 technology over the next 12 to 18 months. I'm willing to ride this space until the end. And you can count that I'm going to be keeping you updated as the space evolves and as different brands are experimenting with different business models. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like so I know and I can make more videos like that. And if we're not connected on X, how about we change that? My username is @HeyThisIsLeon. I will see you in the very next video. Ciao, ciao.